Park. I'm with ISN. I'm interviewing Mr. Patterson, O'Day alumni. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Mr. Kristian Patterson. I am the Director of Admissions here at O'Day. I think this is my 15th year at the school. I'm also a proud alum from the class of 2001.
Awesome, thank you. And did you transfer to O'Day or did you come here as a freshman?
No, I came to O'Day in the fall of 1997 was my freshman year. So started as a ninth grader and made it all the way through. They even let me graduate after 4 years. Yep.
Nice. And then did you choose O'Day for your parents or do you just like coming here? Or?
That's a good question. I definitely chose O'Day because I wanted to come to school here, but my parents exposed me to O'Day from a really young age. I was around a lot of folks. I kind of knew Coach Kohler when I was a kid, going to football games and whatnot. So I was around the community a lot as a kid, and I grew up on Bainbridge. And while I loved it over there, I never had a doubt where I was going to go.
I see. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. So did you end up playing freshman football or football with?
No, football. That's my biggest regret. And I wish. Yeah, that's probably my biggest regret from O'Day is not playing football. Because I played football from the time I was 8 years old, all the way through 8th grade.
I see.
And it was probably my favorite sport to play.
Oh wow.
Actually. And Coach Kohler even has bugged me about not playing, just because he had kind of heard about me through some friends. But anyways, yeah, it's my biggest regret. I wish I would have played football.
Awesome. So you chose to play baseball then, right?
I played baseball here for 4 years. Yeah.
Were you also playing baseball as a little kid?
I played baseball, yeah. I played the big three when I was growing up. I loved basketball too, but I realized that probably wasn't going to be a reality at O'Day, just based on my stature. But yeah, played basketball, football, and baseball growing up.
I see, wow. And then how'd your team on the baseball team affect you at O'Day?
It humbled me, to be honest. The sports program here obviously is outstanding. And if you're kind of an outsider and don't know much about the history of O'Day baseball, you could look at us and say, wow, like we have a really good program, and that's true in current day. I know O'Day baseball was pretty good in the mid to late 90s, but around my time, we were really not a very good program.
I see.
We were a middle of the road metro team trying to figure it out. I won't take any credit for it, but my senior year, we kind of started figuring it out.
I see.
And it was our first season where we were above 500 by, I think like 5 or 6 games.
I see.
And the teams after that, we were really young. The teams after that really kind of carried O'Day baseball into what it is now. They've won 4 state championships since then. And made a bunch of Final Fours and whatnot. So it was a humbling experience to kind of figure out, where we're at. It was kind of cool to be part of the culture shift.
Yep.
I can't take any credit for that though. The classes that came after me really took it and ran with it.
What was that kind of culture shift? Did you guys be more positive or take it more seriously? Or?
Well, I don't really know. I think honestly, my senior year there was a really talented sophomore class, and I don't know if that happened by just happen chance, but I remember feeling my senior year like we were taking it a lot more serious.
I see.
There was a little bit more dedication in the off season, and I think we were just tired of getting beat around.
Understandable.
Especially by the public school. I mean, the private schools.
Yeah.
We started competing better with Eastside and Prep and Blanchette, and that was a good turnaround. But yeah, we were just kind of tired of being the doormat.
Understandable. Did you take that more serious aspect or outlook into later life or college or after O'Day?
Sure, I definitely think so. I think the lesson to be learned is if you want something, you got to put in the work. Yeah. A phrase I learned from Coach Brown is hard work works. If you set your mind to something, as cliche as it sounds, but if you really want something, you'll work at it to achieve it. So I think it has, and I think being humbled is a good thing. You don't want to feel yourself too much. You want to remember that humility is a good thing, but also have that interior confidence in yourself as well.
Yeah, I see. So how's that shaped your day-to-day life now? So
like my experience with O'Day baseball.
Yeah, and how you...
I would say, like, to some extent, that experience has. I would say my coaching life at O'Day has shaped it more than anything. It's helped me learn a lot about certainly dealing with players.
For sure.
What they're going through. I think me and my peers as players and the culture of right now is just they're two different times, right? And that's not a bad or good thing. It's just the reality.
Yeah.
But teaching you how to evolve and not stay the same. Each sport evolves. I think baseball evolves. I think the players have evolved. And being able to evolve with those times while also staying true to what your cores are. Core is as an individual, and then what Coach Doyle is trying to preach with his philosophies with our program. So staying true to all that stuff, but also evolving with the game and the players and managing all that.
Yeah, and then last thing, what would you say, like, when you were in high school, or when you think back to it, what was the core feeling or the core idea of how your high school experience was?
The core feeling was that this was a place that people cared about me. And I think it's true that I didn't really appreciate O'Day until much later in my life, as far as what it did for me as a young man.
I see.
I realized why my parents were pushing me to go here, and I'm glad that I did, but I think what they were trying to do was further reinforce what they were trying to teach me at home, which is the very simple things, but that can be taken for granted. Be a good person, work really hard, do the right thing, whether someone's looking at watching you or not. So those are some of the feelings, but it's the people. I mean, like Mr. Walker, Coach Kohler, Mr. Green, and Miss Thornton. A lot of the similar faces that were here when I was a student are still here, and they impacted my life in great ways, and it's humbling to be, peers with a lot of those guys now.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Again, this is Malcolm Clark with the Irish Sports Network.
Thanks, Mel.
Awesome. Thank you.